Hello and welcome to Boston, Massachusetts, home to the Freedom Trail, the heart of the American Revolution, and we are here to find out who will end their season on a high note as champions of the Fenway Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So West Virginia's offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and...
Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. And it's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Now on the option. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the James Madison Dukes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being...
There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through with no problem despite the snowy surface. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the option. He'll toss it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's carry on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D end getting that sack.
Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. On the run, it's Jocelyn. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. How many games do you see turn on a mishandled punt in the snow? Not this time. Fair catch is made. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Let's go. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing to the right. Touchdown, West Virginia. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Dukes are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Dukes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, James Madison. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A low line drive and not his best work. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Pulls it in, it's Jocelyn. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Dukes will hustle to the line. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. On the option. Jukes his way for more. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Fullback's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the catch. It's Van Dyke. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Murphy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Trying play action. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Connection to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That is a beautiful throw. We were all talking coming into this game. We weren't sure if anyone was going to be able to complete a pass because of these conditions. And as a quarterback, when you're throwing in the snow, the ball's slick. Anyone running a route, it's hard to get in and out of breaks. But those two guys were on the same page right there, coming up with a huge play in the inclement weather.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The option look. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Murphy. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And the Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll run the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Let's go. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On third down, going up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Sings it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on second down. Got a man. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy that incredibly historic town. What a fun time to be in Boston, and what a fun first half we've had in the Fenway Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Fenway Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead, but you're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, the inside give. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Dukes have this offense rolling.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Dukes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Dukes have taken it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Breaks into the open. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the option. He'll toss it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Give to the fullback. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Touchdown, Mountaineers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop him.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jocelyn. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Dukes headed quickly to the line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's carry on. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They boot it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Great move. Now he's got room. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Gets it past the marker. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Dukes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. With the question as to whether he can feel his fingers at this point, fair catch is wise in the middle of this snowy, cold weather. They'll start this drive from the 42. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. And the misconnection on third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Completes the shuffle pass. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. To the ground with the back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Off play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And now they regain the lead.
Well, he either didn't get all of it or he's the most accurate kicker in college football because he hit the crossbar and still it somehow went in. Great trick shot from 40 plus.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
It makes it really tough on a defense when you got a dynamic quarterback that you can roll out. You bootleg him to the right here. The defense has to now recover quickly, chase the guy out there. Oh, wait, I still got to cover wide receivers down the field. I still got to cover other guys and try to get this guy on the ground. They do a great job on this play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.